The day has finally come where I have to reorganize my sweaters. I have all of those that I just took down from my shelves, and then I have a whole bunch that have just been sitting here on my countertop here in my closet. It's so embarrassing. I'm not even going to show you guys. I'm not even going to show you guys because I need to just clean this up today. So I'm trying to figure out how to organize. I usually do it by color. In the wintertime, that works for me because I'm open to wearing any of the sweaters. It's colder. But now that it is getting into the warmer months, and I'm only going to be accessing or wanting to access just my thinner weight sweaters, I think those are the ones that I need to put on these lower shelves, no matter the color, just a thinner weight, or like a thinner weight to the fabric, and also cotton sweaters. Those are ones that I can wear during these months. So let me kind of divvy out what I have, and then I'm going to, put them back in that way. I hope I like the way it looks. I usually just like the way, by color looks, but this is definitely more practical, and hopefully I won't be making a mess every single time I pull out a sweater. I had a friend actually tell me that she lines up her knits like they're books, and that's sort of what I do in my drawers. I think that's a Marie Kondo technique. So I have everything, it's almost like they're filed into my drawers instead of piled up, from the bottom to the top. But I don't think my sweaters can stand up, or maybe my shelves are just too high. I was like, I don't think that'll work for me. If it was shorter, I could see them standing, but I don't know, they're too floppy. If I were to try and fold them that way. I mean, unless I get them all in that way, but I don't know. All right, let me play around. Let me first divvy out which sweaters I'm gonna put on these lower shelves, and then just start folding them up and putting them away. Okay guys, I did it. There they are. My sweaters ready for the warm weather. I've got all my finer gauge knits down here, my short sleeve ones here. I just threw these underneath, knowing I'll probably never reach for these. This is my Totem camel hair sweater and my Loewe cardigan. So I just put the short sleeves on top, and then my cotton sweaters are all here. And then these are all sweaters that I probably won't wear until, I don't know, October, November. Of course, I had some hangover, so I put them down here. I had some shoes here, but I just recently donated some shoes that I have not worn in so long. I don't even think you guys have seen them. So I donated those. I emptied out some space, and so the shoes that I had there, I moved into my shoe closet, and I put my sweaters down there. I did also just kind of clean up and fix up my hanging over here. I need to go through these sweatshirts. What? Why? I have more sweatshirts hanging up here than anything else, more than button front shirts, which I probably wear more of, pants. I even ended up hanging up some jeans because my jeans drawer is too full. But that's the state of my closet. It's looking tidy, but it needs a really good clean out, And I thought I did a pretty good job. I mean, I did with that lower rack, but I really have to attack those sweatshirts. Oh my God, it's ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. Hey guys, good morning. I just finished breakfast. Woo, I've got a busy day ahead of me. I'm actually really excited because look at what I got. I'm gonna be filming this today, which you will have already seen. I love saying that. Look at all this Marc Jacobs beauty stuff that I ordered off Sephora. So it finally came. I was actually waiting all day yesterday. I was so annoyed. I was waiting all day yesterday because it said it was going to be delivered yesterday. And I was like, awesome, it'll probably be here at the latest by 2 or 3 in the afternoon. And then I'll just quickly film it. I'll get it up maybe last night or today, early or whatever, because I know everyone's excited for this. It didn't get delivered until 7, which I was annoyed about. But on the other hand, I was like, why are you guys working so late? Just deliver this tomorrow. So anyway, I'm gonna be filming this today. I am really excited. I've heard good things about it. And yeah, anyway, I'm sure I talked all about it in the video, which of course you guys can check out. And I did also order the new Chantecaille bronzers from Nordstrom. I am so excited for these because I loved their previous version of the Real Bronze. These look very similar. I don't know what has changed other than possibly the shades. So I know before they did have Serena, and then they had Goa, which was my favorite. It was deeper, but it was cooler toned. Now they have Serena and Soleil. So again, probably a video that you will have already seen by the time this goes up. I'm a little bit behind on my vlogging posts going live because of all of these new beauty releases. Like this Marc Jacobs one, I've been waiting for the Chanel Summer Nights, that already went up. The Natasha Denona, like the tan palette. Anyway, it's been a lot of new makeup, which is so exciting as a content creator. It's so great as a makeup lover. It's so great. And I always forget that in the summertime, like spring, summertime, there is this explosion of makeup. I guess because we're out more of our skin is showing. I don't know, but it seems like there's more now than there is in the fall, winter time. In the fall, winter time, I think I definitely get more excited for fashion stuff versus makeup. And I don't know, I always thought, you know, it's like such a big September, it's like such a big fashion time. And I always just assumed that that was the big makeup time, but it really is the spring, summertime for makeup. Anyway, I'm just rambling at this point. I did also get, it was a big mail day. It was a big mail day yesterday. I did also get the order that I placed at Net-a-Porter while they were having a sale. This was over Memorial Day, and I actually posted this to my, I don't know, Instagram stories or here on YouTube in my posts area. But there was a handbag that I was eyeing, and it was 40% off, and I was like, yes, now is the time. So let's open this puppy up. This is a brand that I've been so intrigued by. Just never bit the bullet, never actually ordered anything. It is this brand, DeMellier, and they have very reasonably priced bags. I mean, they're not inexpensive, but they're a lot better than, you know, the designer luxury bags. And I thought this one was super cute. It is a red suede bag. Isn't that fun? Now the red is not quite as tomato red as I thought, but it's not, whoa, it's not super deep. So I do like it. I do like that it's suede. I think that's a lot of fun. And I love the size. So let me give you some details here. This is, I believe, like their midi bag. Let me see if there's a better description on the shipping form here. Let's see, DeMellier, the New York midi leather trimmed suede tote, 100% leather. And the price of this was $357. And I think originally, like I said, it was 40% off. So I think it was like $695, something like that. So again, I mean, not inexpensive, but so much less expensive than, you know, the high luxury designer bags. And I have heard very, very good things about this brand. Oh, they have a little stamp here, but very, very subtle. They've got the feet. Let me just take off some of this wrapping. This shoulder strap, it is attached. Oh no, you can take it off. Sorry, I didn't see any like D-ring clips, but you can pop this open here and then you can take it off of the D-ring on the inside if you don't want the shoulder strap. But it is there for convenience. Let's see. I love it. It's not super heavy. I really like this gold detail here. This little lock, it's actually functioning and it's just subtle. It just like adds a little bit of interest to the front there. And then the sides here, you can button these so you've got the flaps sticking out, or I think if you end up filling up this bag, you can kind of fold the flaps in. You probably can't use the shoulder strap then because that's where it's connected, but you can fold these flaps in and carry it like this, a little bit more tidy if you want. And then this reminds me of a Loro Piana bag. I can't remember the name of that bag, but like this shape, even like maybe a little Picotin bag. But I like the flaps out. I think that's fun. Ooh, Ooh, I'm so happy with this. I think I will keep this. I wasn't sure how I was gonna feel about suede. If you guys have been with me for a while, you know I feel many ways about suede. It's not my favorite fabric. It has definitely grown on me. I know it's, you know, grown in popularity over the past couple of years, I should say. Like a lot of brown suede, tan suede bags and stuff have come out. So it's definitely growing on me. So yeah, I definitely don't mind it as much as I used to. I wonder if I would use the shoulder strap for this bag, because it is kind of thick. I don't know, we'll have to see. I will leave the shoulder strap on for now when I'm getting to know this bag a little bit. Oh, some details on the inside here. There is a patch pocket here. Sorry, it's black in there, so it's hard to see. And then there is a zippered pocket along the back here. As far as I can tell, so far, it feels very, very well made. I'm gonna keep you. Welcome to the family. Okay, I am chatting with Luna today, so I wanted to clean my jewelry. I'm always so embarrassed whenever I like chat with her, whenever I see her in person. She's like, give me your jewelry so she can clean it. I'm so bad, because I wear jewelry every single day. So I don't know, I just put it on, take it off. I just don't even think about it. And yeah, it's so embarrassing. So I have this little, what I was gonna say ultraviolet. That is so incorrect. It's like, it vibrates. What do you call that? Oh my God, but it vibrates at this really high speed, and that's how it cleans the jewelry. It also has like this little soap that I add to it, a little liquid detergent that I add to it. So I'm gonna use that. It's this guy right here. So I just need to add a little bit of water in here. Then it has this basket, well, water and the liquid detergent. It has this little basket that you can put all the jewelry in, and then you can set the timer basically for this. So it even comes with this, which is I think what you can lay like a watch over. I don't have a watch. So yeah, let me plug this in. Ultrasonic, that was the word I was looking for. Anyway, I just put a cap full of this concentrated cleaning solution in there. Yeah, it's an ultrasonic cleaning solution, super concentrate. So just a cap full. Let me see, I think the longest is 10 minutes. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna put all my rings in here. My moonstone ring, this one, my white sapphire, these diamonds in there. They're like not even sparkly anymore. I've gotta put those in there. These diamonds, I gotta put in there. These aren't sparkly either anymore. My brown sapphire. And then let me put my brown sapphire earrings in there. And I know sometimes there's a warning to not put like the softer stones in there. Like you're only supposed to put gold and diamonds in there, but I've asked Luna about it, and Luna uses an ultrasonic cleaner in her studio. So they're fine. And I've done this lots of times, but you should definitely check with your jeweler or whatever to see if your jewelry is compatible to like an ultrasonic cleaning machine. But these home ones aren't even as powerful as the ones that they use commercially. So anyway, I've got my pearls. Ooh, I've got my X's. So I've got my big skinny X's. I'm just putting it all in here. And then I've got my smaller, thicker X's. I love these. Actually, maybe I'll wear these today. I haven't worn these in a while, but these are really, look how dirty they are. I definitely need to do this more often. What else? I think that's it. Oh, I have these earrings. Yeah, these could probably stand to use a little cleaning. Throw those in there. And then just hit on. Can you hear it? And it does come out like shiny new, so I do love that machine. Okay, let's see how all of this looks. Oh yes, the sparkle is back. So I usually just do a quick kind of rinse under some clear water here. My earrings, sparkly, sparkly. Ooh, my diamonds are sparkly, sparkly again. Sparkly too. Yes. So I'm about to hop on a call with Luna, and I just wanted to put a little bit of makeup on. I'm gonna have to wash it off though, because I'm gonna do the Marc Jacobs video afterwards. So I just want something kind of easy, but polished, you know. So I think I'll use my Roof 5. I've been loving this. still very much. I'm just gonna pump out a little. I've got my Jones Road foundation brush. And am I using my viewfinder as a mirror? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Let me change that. Such a bad habit. What did I do with my mirror? There we go. All right. I am starving. I ate half of an Ezekiel English muffin, which is pretty dense. The English muffins are much denser than the bread. And then I put some almond butter on there, but apparently that was not enough because I am starving. My stomach is making weird noises. I'm very preoccupied by this feeling of hunger. I should really grab something before I hop on the call with her, but I don't know if I'll have time. Okay. I think that looks pretty good. I am currently obsessed with this terracotta blush, so let me throw this on. The only downside to this is the fragrance. I'm not the biggest fan of the fragrance, but it's such a light shade, but it builds up beautifully. It just gets a little bit warmer with every application, and then it's got that gorgeous sheen. So I don't feel like I need any highlight with this blush. And then what is an easy eye look? Do I even want to do eyes? Let me put on lips and see if I still need eyes. Okay, I'm gonna use my Westman Atelier Jarrev. Blend that out a bit. And the, ooh, no, that's not blending it out, Michele. It's smearing it all over the place. I've got my Armani gloss in nude. What do we think? Do we need some eyes? I probably could use some eye makeup, but you know what? I'm just gonna wash it off after this talk. So, you know what? This is it. A little bit of foundation, a little bit of blush, a little bit of lip. We're ready to go. Actually, we're not ready to go. I do think I have a little bit of time, so I'm gonna go foraging in my kitchen right now. Hi, Luna. Good to see you.
Hi, Michelle. How are you?
Good, good. Happy June.
Good. Happy June. Yes, yes. Finally. I don't know
Finally.
how to say finally. Now, yes, it's the beginning of the summer. So, yes,
Yeah.
hopefully we will go to some vacation. So happy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Here in Las Vegas, as you know, it gets so hot that I feel
yeah,
like when the summer comes, it's almost like our
yeah.
winter because we don't like to go out. We don't really like to do anything except leave. You being in Italy, I'm sure this is an amazing time to be
Yes.
in Italy. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. Crazy, crazy weather also here because it's very hot, and then arrives some very important rain. So it's crazy, like yeah, like in
Yeah.
Miami.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway, I wanted to ask you some questions because I was, I was actually just on a very short trip recently and I was packing up my jewelry. I was thinking about how, as you know, I pretty much wear your jewelry all the time, every
hmm
day. It
yeah,
goes, I think it goes with pretty much everything that I have. I think it's very me. Maybe I change up, the rings that I have on a little bit, but basically I have Luna jewelry on. It's something that I think about often, not only when it comes to jewelry, but fashion and also art, fine art paintings and drawings. But like, what do you think makes jewelry timeless versus something that's just kind of trendy or just sort of fashionable or whatever?
I think that it depends if, for example, my jewelry. When I thought to my jewelry, the piece are thought to stay to not they are not tied to fashion world, so but they are tied, for example, to symbol or some archetype. So
Mhm.
this is something that let a jewel stay. For example, my shapes are very organic.
Mhm.
And I think that this kind of shapes are something that belong to our memory, to our DNA, that is the nature. We are trained to see nature around us. And my shapes are very, very close to and they are rooted in our memory, in our DNA. So it's something that you can recognize, even if you haven't seen a piece before, but you can see that is familiar. That is something that is comfortable. It's something that belongs to you, even if it's the first time you see that piece. I think also the gold color, the rose color, is something warm, something very, very comfortable. And when you wear all together, shapes and color, and also the stone that I choose, I try to maintain them as much visible as possible. So it's again something from nature that you are wearing. And all this let the piece timeless, because you can feel it, you can recognize it.
I felt that way when I saw this ring at
Yeah,
Barney's for the first time, and it's exactly what you said. It was almost like we were drawn to each other, like we belonged
yeah,
to each other. And I've always been drawn to the more organic shapes when it comes to a lot of things. And your jewelry just really, it's, like you said, it's familiar in such a deep, like soulful way, where it's like this nostalgia for these pieces, even though I had never seen them before. But it does evoke some sort of like very deeply rooted memory. I do find that like timeless jewelry, timeless fashion, and timeless art is, I think, what differentiates something that's timeless and something that's trendy is the idea of it being decor. And I know a lot of people buy jewelry, in sets, it matches one of their outfits, it's for a specific reason. That to me is it's not going to be part of your timeless collection. That is bought for something very, very specific. Same with art. If you buy a painting because the colors match your room, right? That's just, then it's decor. It's not art. It's not something that is evoking necessarily a passion or an emotion. Same with clothing. If you're buying something utilitarian for an occasion, right? It just needs to fit certain things. It needs to be a dress. It needs to be black, and certain things. But if you buy things, or if you build a collection based off of things that you're just simply drawn to, those are the things that are going to stand the test of time, that really are going to be very, very timeless. And I think your jewelry is exactly that. I never ever have like an idea for your jewelry. I just know that that it belongs to me. No, that I just that I love it, and that I want to wear it, and that it will go with anything in my wardrobe, or it will go with the rest of my collection.
So I think that the also in general, the way in which we are approaching the world of jewelry is changing in this way, because now they are not the jewel that wears us, but we are wearing jewelry because we want to communicate a part of us. So it's something that not dominate us, but is a part of us. So is an harmonic, is a sort of a symphony. It's and the jewel is very, when you wear a jewel, is very strong, because when you wear something that you feel, for example, I love rings, this is one of my favorite, and also this, and also the Quercus, they are pieces that let me stronger, let me powerful. Even if I have only a t-shirt, but I feel so comfortable, so confident with them, and I am ready to face the whatever, the day, or but is difficult, but you know what I mean, is a feeling, is something that come from a visual communication from them, and something that also come from the material, maybe. So the shape, the material, all together go in that direction. So I think that now we are more conscious when we choose a jewel that will be a part of us. In the last period, I mean, in the last year, I have seen that people is ask me to reset, cioè set again, for example, the diamonds that they have had received, or they have also chosen. But it's important that you follow, that is what you have inside, that you better understand that you need to be represented from that thing. I think it's a sort of brave behavior, because you understand that is time to change, and you need, and you recognize that that piece give you something, give you a power, and maybe have lost the power, and you need to have a gain it
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
that piece. So and I think that is really growing, this consciousness of the meaning of a jewel, of the piece that we wear. So speaking about new things, I have
I've been
made this.
admiring these earrings. Oh my God. Those are
These
gorgeous.
Scorpio earrings with in rose gold and diamonds. So there is a rigid part with
Wow.
this clip
Oh, no.
that lets stay very well the earring on the ear, and there is, can you see? Mm-hmm. And there is the part of the diamond that is dangling. They are from the smaller one to the bigger, so that
Wow.
create more movement.
Yeah.
And this is very comfortable because has this stud, and also this clip that is created for the comfort of the ring, and also to let the earring very in the right position. I am creating also the ring, and soon, and yeah, it's a small version, maybe, I don't know. You know that now is the moment of lab grow diamond that is seems to exploding.
Yeah.
So it's yeah, it's like I mean, many people ask me about what do you think to make something with could work for example, you want to have a big diamond, very big diamond that would mean a lot of money, a very big investment, and maybe in this case. Have a sense to use a big lab-grown diamond set in a very beautiful setting to have I don't know. I am thinking, because many people ask me about this, and what do you have an idea? Do you have a thought in this sense, or?
So, I mean, I appreciate that they are less expensive. I appreciate that, right, like you said, you can make them however big you want, whatever, right? We can control the process. And so, I like that. And I know that there's, in the past, and I know you don't deal with these diamond miners or whatever, but there's been drama and unethical practices in terms of mining diamonds and things like that. So I think people like to avoid all of that, which you can with these lab grown diamonds. But, I do also feel like a little bit is lost, because I do have some lab grown diamonds and they have the sparkle and they're very clear, but there's something about that synthetic perfection that to the human eye, I think you can see that. I think it looks, it's almost like AI. It almost looks like you can tell it's kind of fake. It's real, but it's fake.
You can't see the soul. You can't
Yeah,
see the soul. Yeah, and
yeah,
you know how is important for me this, because I have, for me it's everything.
yeah.
Yeah, this part. Yeah,
which is why I love, the stones that you choose. Like, for example, this brown sapphire.
yeah,
I mean, to me, it's absolutely perfect. But if you were to look at it, there's like a little bit of a
yeah,
chip here,
yes,
but it's those imperfections that I think speak to what you were saying before, that kind of humanity in the stones. So that's sort of where I feel like the whole lab grown diamond, it just sort of falls apart there. Anything that's lab grown, anything that's synthetic, very practical. If you just want a really super shiny stone, great. But it's missing that little something, like you said, it's missing that
yeah.
soul.
Yes, this is the problem because I love the imperfection because they are affirming I am real.
Hmm.
So for me, it's so important this point
Yeah,
that is a core of me, of Luna, and
yeah,
is a core of my work. So yes, I agree with you. We need reality. I think that now we need
yeah,
reality. We
yeah,
need to remember from where we arrive, from who we are, and we need
yeah.
this because otherwise, the technology and everything is beautiful, is amazing, is a great help from many point of view, but
Mm.
we need to remember that we are human and
Mhm.
something that need remind you this idea. This is very important also to stay sane in the brain because
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. Let- Did you want to offer a coupon code for the next month or anything, or it's up
Oh,
to you?
yes, I think that yes, it's I think that for till the end of June we can offer a coupon, a Michelle coupon as usual. I think on piece that are summer piece, for
Mm,
example, chains and earrings
great. Okay.
that are the pieces for the summer.
I picture this with a big flowy
Yeah,
chiffon dress, straw bag,
yeah,
big hat.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
I mean, any of these.
All yes, the triangle and also the strange. Yes, this one. Yeah.
Hmm. Hmm.
Also, this I think is a very summer piece.
Yeah, the whole collection I think is perfect for summer because we tend to wear less structured clothing in the
Mm-hmm.
summertime, right? Flowy
Yeah.
dresses, looser fitting linens, things like that. So to have pieces that have a little bit
Yeah.
more structure to them, I think is a really
Yes.
nice compliment. Well, thank you so much, Luna, for this
No.
conversation, this deep conversation that we just had. That was great. And yeah, use Michelle 10 to get 10% off of chains and earrings through the end of June.
A pleasure to speak with you all the time. Bye. Ciao.
Hey friends, how are you? I've had a lovely day so far. I just got back from having lunch with my mom and my mother. Now, this is the same woman that really, she didn't keep any junk food in the house. She didn't want any snacks in the house. And my dad would always take me out to like Burger King and McDonald's or whatever. And she always reprimanded us. We shouldn't eat so much fast food. Tisk, tisk, tisk. And today, do you know where she wanted to go? McDonald's. So we had fast food for lunch. Let me tell you, McDonald's just hits the spot. It really just hits the spot. Anyway, I went to a running class at Orange Theory this morning, and then I rushed home because you guys are going to be so proud of me, but I'm finally doing it. I had an appointment with the local Hunter Douglas rep so that I could get window treatments put on these two windows, and then there's a window, oh, that one right there, these three windows. I was gonna do 4 windows, but window treatments are a lot. They're a lot. And I was like, you know what? These 3 windows are imperative because that summer sun comes right through and it's like impossible to be in the kitchen area. So I wanted to get those 3 done. And then the other one that I wanted, which is like in the TV room, I'll just do that another time. It's a huge window, so that was actually like almost half of the cost of the whole thing. Anyway, so yeah, measured it out. I put my deposit down. She said it takes about 4 weeks. Hi, Butters. It takes about 4 weeks. So probably, I don't know, I guess probably around July 4th. We're gonna have some window treatments here, finally. Hi, Butters. I think you're shedding. It's shedding season because it's so hot out. Are you feeling camera shy? Are you feeling camera shy? We're getting the side eye. Hey guys, I just finished filming a video trying out some new makeup. This is that Lisa Eldridge Rouge Experience lipstick that's part of her Marilyn Monroe collection called Amagansett. It is like this pinky red. It's so pretty. You guys know I always love like a tomato red, like a red that leans orange, but this red that leans pink, I mean, only Lisa Eldridge could get me to not only try on this color, but really, really fall in love with it too. It's so good. Anyway, while I was filming, I got a box. And I'm a little like, I'm excited about this order, but I'm not sure about it. So I placed an order at My Teresa for some Zimmermann outfits because I have been invited to a luau back in New York. So some friends of ours along Greenwood Lake, they have an annual luau. So this is their 4th annual luau. It's always in July sometime. Like timing wise, have never been there for the luau. I think over the past 2 years for sure, I've been like traveling. So I've never been able to go back. Anyway, we are going back this year for the luau. I'm so excited. And so I wanted to get some pretty, not some, but a pretty outfit for this luau. Why can't I open this box? It has like one of those pull tabs, but they taped on top of it. All right, so I do love Zimmermann clothing. It's not very me, you know, it's very girly. It's a little bit frilly. Like I have that one lace top from Zimmermann that I really love, this guy. I love this top. I don't know, there's like some frilliness that I really like, but you know, they have like a lot of like flouncy tier dresses and things like that. I always feel like I look like a curtain, like a walking curtain in dresses like that. But occasionally they have stuff that I really like. And for a luau, I was thinking, I really want something kind of floral. And there's always like a few brands that come to mind when I think of floral. Zimmermann is one of them, Erdem is another one. So I thought I would try some Zimmermann outfits. So anyway, My Teresa had 2 outfits on there that I really liked. They're both like shorts outfits, like a top, a blouse, and a pair of shorts. And I also I don't even know what size I am in Zimmermann because it's not like I buy their clothing very often. So all of this could be for naught. None of this could fit me possibly. This is one blouse. It's very silky. It's very oversized, and their clothing is size like 0 through 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And so when I put in my dimensions, you know how sometimes they have like size charts, you can put in your dimensions and they recommend a size. I did that on, I don't think it was on My Teresa, I think it was on the Zimmermann site. And anyway, they recommended I get size 1, which I was like, are you sure? But it is very, very oversized. So yeah, so I got size 1, and this does look like it'll fit. It is very voluminous. So that is the blouse. It's very pretty. It's got these really ornate buttons, you know, very Zimmermann. And it comes with these matching shorts. And those shorts, I think, oh, I also got a size 1. I'm surprised. I'm always very, very cognizant, if you will, of my bigger thighs, but these are also really voluminous. So I think these will fit too. So we'll try that set on. And then I got a similar set. However, this one is stiffer. And so the recommended size for this was different from that set. So I got, I think 2. Yeah, I got size 2. So this isn't like a flouncy silky set. This is a thicker linen fabric. So that's probably why they suggested a larger size. So here are the shorts. Hopefully these fit. I don't know, I only need one of these to work, so I don't need both of these outfits unless I happen to like them both. But this isn't exactly a style I wear all the time. And then here's the shirt. And I also got, yeah, they also said get size 2. Yeah, it's a raglan sleeve, so it comes up here. Okay, so I'm glad I got size 2 for this and size 1 for the other one. This is very pretty. I like the little peacock print there and the gold threading through there is very, very pretty. And more ornate buttons. Very nice. All right, let's try these on. Okay, this tag is a little bit in the way because it's hanging off of this little button loop. But anyway, here is the second one that I showed you. So this has the more crisp, like linen shorts. And I'm just trying them on with these Fendi heels because I think I do want to wear a little bit of a heel with this, just because, you know, with shorts and my legs or whatever, I think it'll look a little bit nicer with heels. But what do you think? It fits, which is nice. And I do like these colors. So funny, this is so not a Michele outfit, but it's cute. And it's comfortable, which is really, really important when you're going for like a summertime party, because you're going to be outside and hanging out with a lot of drunk people. Well, definitely comment down below which one you like, or if you don't like either of them, or if you like them both or whatever. The question is always, are these shorts fupa friendly? I think they're okay. They've got this cute belt that sort of sits right on top, which is nice. Kind of masks the fupa. And I do like the shorts are kind of flared. So they look like almost like I'm wearing a skirt, but much more practical being shorts. Okay, so this is option number 1. And again, both of these were size 2. Okay, here is the green one. Some of the main differences, I mean, aside from the material, because this is like silky, well, that one was more gauzy, and then the shorts were like linen. Both of these are very silky. This is like a full-on collared, cuffed, like button front shirt. And then the shorts are more like a boxer or pajama type short. So this one is so much more comfortable. It doesn't even feel like I have anything on, but I think the other one looks nicer. You know what I mean? Like, you know, the shorts look a little bit more, they're more tailored, they look more pressed. This definitely looks a lot more casual. A lot more casual. And I don't think the shorts are actually very flattering. Like there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on here, like a lot of material up here, where the other ones were kind of flattering up here and then it just sort of belled out a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna return this set and keep the blue set. I've got my luau outfit. Oh, I'm so excited. I thought this was going to be like a very long process because, as you guys know, I'm not really into prints. I'm not really into floral prints or anything like that. And I was like, let me just start. Let me just start ordering stuff, trying stuff on, seeing what I like, seeing what I'll do. And I think I got it on the first try. Amazing. I feel like that never happens. Okay, I sent pictures of the 2 outfits to my friend Brady. You guys know Brady. We went to Japan with him. He's going to be at the luau, and he likes the first outfit better as well. Okay, so we're in agreement. I'm going to keep the first outfit. I'm going to return the green silky one. Also, I had the green silky one on while I was texting Brady, and I think because of that silk, it's much warmer than the first outfit, which is gauzy and linen, and so I think, yes, it's a better choice all around. I mean, July in New York around a lake is going to be pretty humid. Pretty humid, pretty uncomfortable, unless we get really lucky. But anyway, all right, I'm actually going to go out to dinner with my husband. He wants Mexican tonight. You guys know Mexican is not my favorite. However, we found a place where I really like this one burrito. This one burrito, and it has like ground beef in there, because most of the burrito places around here, at least, not in New York, but around here, they use like the shredded beef. And I'm not a fan of that, and I don't really like any other meat that's generally offered. Anyway, we found this one place, which I've taken you guys to. It's called Husang's, and I went there with my friend Jen. That's when I discovered it. Anyway, it's pretty good. I have to admit, it's pretty good. So he wanted Mexican, so we're gonna go there for dinner tonight.